Sakafet YouTube, and let us make some honey jerk salmon Rasta pasta. In my bowl, I have 2 boneless salmon fillets, and I'm just going in with a little bit of oil as well as some sea salt and black pepper, and I'm just seasoning it up lightly. I'm also going in with some thyme, followed by my homemade jerk seasoning, and you can find my jerk seasoning video by looking down below in the description box. I also went in with a little drop of browning for some color, and then I'm just gonna be massaging that in nicely. Okay, make sure to coat it really well in that beautiful jerk seasoning. I'm also just gonna go in with a little drop of honey, and that is just to coat it, give it a nice little glaze. Guys, this is gonna give a little bit of flavor to your salmon, and this is gonna be amazing. So after it's nicely mixed up, you just want to set it to one side, and now I'm gonna boil my pasta. I have about 3 cups of water in a pot, and I just went in with about a teaspoon of salt. Allow it to boil, heat up before adding your pasta. I'm using some penne, and I'm following package instructions by boiling it for about 9 to 10 minutes. And you want to cook this al dente. You don't want to cook it too soft or too mushy for this recipe. And once it's boiled, you just want to drain it off. Okay, so I've got my clean pot, and I'm just going in with about 2 to 3 tablespoons of Kerrygold butter. This is lately my favorite butter to use. Allow it to melt on medium heat before going in with your salmon pieces. And guys, my boys are not a fan of fish, but for some reason, if I were to cook it small like this in small bite-sized pieces, they would actually look at it. So that's really good. I did leave my own fillet whole because I wanted to keep it like that, but if you want, you can just chop everything in small pieces, small bite-sized pieces. That is absolutely fine and up to you. You want to allow the salmon to cook, I'd say, for about 5-6 minutes, about 2-3 minutes on either side, and then you want to flip it over. Guys, it has such a beautiful sear. This is looking absolutely wonderful. So now that my salmon is nicely cooked, I'm just removing it from the pot. I know that you noticed that I just broke it up into small salmon flakes. You don't have to do this. You can always just keep it at bite-sized pieces. But guys, later on you will see why I did that. Look at how amazing this is looking. So gorgeous. Set your salmon to the side for a few minutes, and to that same pot, I'm just gonna go in with some onions and some chopped chilies. I didn't have bell peppers, so this is why I'm using some small chilies. And these are not spicy at all, but if you're worried, you can just use bell peppers. Keep your heat on low and saute this for about 2 minutes. After 2 minutes, you want to go in with about a teaspoon of minced garlic, Make sure to mix that well. The reason I add the garlic at this point is because you know garlic burns so easily. Make sure to stir it well. Make sure your heat is on low or else it is going to burn. I'm also adding about a teaspoon of all-purpose seasoning, and I'm gonna add a little drop of honey, about a tablespoon, and mix that well. Guys, this is gonna be so flavorful. Darling, you're actually gonna feel like you've never tasted anything more amazing. So now I'm going in with some coconut milk. I didn't have any that was in my fridge or cupboard, but I did have some in my freezer, and this is why I am using that piece. It is gonna melt very easily, so I'm not worried at all. And after about a minute or two, it had started melting, so that's really good. After my coconut milk is nicely melted, this is where I'm going to go in with my Emlia double cream. You can use half and half, or you can use heavy cream. I know that I'm in the UK and you guys have different things all over the world, so just use whatever you would normally use as a heavy cream, okay? And guys, look at how creamy, how beautiful. I'm also just gonna add a little bit of mature cheddar to the sauce as well, and a little bit of black pepper. I already added all-purpose seasoning, so I know the salt content is okay. Adjust to your own preference after you taste it. But listen, the sauce is just gonna be so amazing. You can tell by the color. Now I'm going in with my cooked and drained pasta. Guys, this recipe is everything. Ready in 20 minutes maximum. You can feed your family. You can double up on the recipe. Like I said, this is just for my boys and I, as the husband is away for a few weeks. And guys, I am making dinner in 20-25 minutes max, and the boys are super happy, super satisfied. Don't have to be in the kitchen long. And yes, I hope you have been enjoying my quick meals for this week. Literally so good. I'm adding a little bit more cheese. You don't have to add so much cheese. You can always just adjust it to your own preference, because at the end of the day, you're the one eating it, your kitchen, your rules. So just add as little or as much as you like. And look at how amazing this is looking, guys. So now I'm going back in with my salmon flakes. Look at that, guys. That looks so good, so beautiful. And I'm just adding any juices in there. That looks so amazing, so good. I'm keeping my own salmon fillet for last, and you just want to mix that up. And see what I was saying about the salmon flakes, guys? It blends so well in the pasta. Absolutely gorgeous. Even if you were to keep it at bites, it would be so good either way. But hey, my kids are going to be having this, and I want to make sure that they enjoy it and they don't end up spitting out anything. So yes, my darlings, this is it all done, because listen, we're not in the kitchen for too long. No, darling. Now I'm just gonna garnish it with a bit of fresh parsley. Guys, look at how beautiful that looks. So gorgeous, so amazing, so simple. Dinner in 20 minutes. I fail you not. That looks absolutely amazing. This is it up close, my darlings. So good. I do hope you enjoy this recipe. It's very similar to my jerk shrimp Rasta pasta, but for some of you who is allergic to shrimp, you can always just try this with salmon or your favorite fish. So good. I hope you enjoyed the recipe. If you did, don't forget to give me a big thumbs up. Don't forget to tag me on Instagram at Terri-Ann'S Kitchen if you try this recipe, of course, because I love to see your recreations. You can purchase my new ebook by visiting www.terri-annskitchen.com. It's a pleasure having you here, of course, and I'll see you again in my next one. Thank you so much for watching, and bye-bye.